Hey everyone, so this is going to be a quick video on how to build a memory layer over your LLM applications. It's going to be an easy and simple one. As you can see, once the memories are generated, you can insert them anywhere. Here I am inserting it into the system message. And in the chat, for example, I asked, tell me about me. And because it has these memories, it said that I'm interested in Next.js, Fast API, Apples. I just said some stuff like walking. I like to walk, walking routine, beliefs that I believe many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics might be true, my name. So this is nice. Let's actually begin from scratch. Let me go ahead and delete these. So we can also see the previous memories in this JSON file, but I'm going to go ahead and delete it and then restart this chat. So this is two files, pretty much the chat, and then the memory layer is independent of the chat. We are running it in a separate thread, so it doesn't block the chat loop. Let's go ahead and run this. By the way, the files for this will be available at my Patreon. Link will be in the description. So let's begin with the chat. Let's just say hi so that the conversation history.json can be created. We can also take a look at the previous memories, but it's going to start out as an empty list. So I also added in this chat a message trimming feature. So we are only keeping the last two message pairs from the user and assistant. For example, if I were to say hi again, as you can see, we got the new message, but the old message has been deleted. So this is how we're going to actually test it. So I'm going to start by saying my name is Echo, and here we added a new memory. The user's name is Echo. So if I were to again say hi, okay, so that message is gone. Oh, it did mention my name. So, okay, I just said don't mention my name, and it said valid. How can I assist you? So there's nothing in the messages that refers to my name, but I can say what is my name. And it says, oh, you can't mention it because it said, okay. So it knows that my name is Echo. As you can see, only keeping the last two messages. We can add other things. Okay, I'm going to say, remember the number 42. I also like apples and I like to walk. As you can see, now these are added. The user likes the number 42, likes apples, likes walking. These come in key value pairs. Let's also say I'm learning Next.js currently. I'm building LLM applications with it. When we enter it, you can see that it takes a moment for the system message to be updated with the new memories because we are running it in a separate thread. As you can see, threading that thread. And when it updates, it automatically updates to the system message. So yeah, so this is pretty cool. It does a pretty good job. It also you can modify its system message on how to create the memories. You have quite a lot of flexibility. I purposefully kept it simple. So now let's go ahead and review the code. But like I said, you can download this project from my Patreon. Link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Let's start with the chat. So this is just a simple chat. Oh, by the way, I'm actually having tomorrow, the 10th, August 10th, a live coding session with my patrons. If you want to join it, there will be the link in the description where I will be doing some live coding with Cursor, and I will actually be trying to build this from scratch again in that, and many, hopefully a few other projects. It should be fun. Hopefully you can join us. Anyway, so in the chat, we are using threading, and we are importing the extract memories function from the memory layer. So this will only return the memories, so you can actually use these memories any way you like. Here we have a function to set up OpenAI from the environment API key, or you can insert it right here. This function is just to get user input using term color, in green color, as you can see in the terminal. And then we are using OpenAI's GPT-4o, streaming responses. Here we are dealing with the chunks and creating the full response, and this returns it. So here's the history trim, which trims the history to n many user assistant latest messages. So you can actually use this, differently if you like, but it can trim the conversation. This is what we're doing here, but we are not touching the system message. And we are keeping if there are more than 2 times n user assistant pairs, keep only the last 2 times n pairs. And it just returns the system message and user assistant message pairs. This is to save the conversation to this JSON file, which we have been observing. Now here's the update memories function, which we are going to use within the separate thread. takes in the conversation history and the system message. It uses the extract memories function from the memory layer. And it actually here in this function, I've decided to add the memories to the system message. But like I said, you can use it any way you like. Maybe you can insert it as an additional user message. So you can feel free to modify it here. And this is the system message, just your helpful assistant plus the memories, as you can see. And now we set up in the chat loop. So I would like to take a moment to talk about the benefits of becoming a patron. As some of you may know, in the last year and a half, I've spent 3,000 hours, over 300 projects as a patron. You will have access to all the code files so you can get inspiration and iterate quickly. Another benefit is that you'll have access to all my courses. And my most recent and most proud one, the 1000x Masterclass, teaching what I've learned on how to code fast and efficiently. Also the Streamlit course and the Fast API course. In my Patreon, I also have tiers in which you can connect with me one-on-one. Check those out as well. Sorry, function, we set up OpenAI, initialize the conversation history. This is the system message, initial system message, but we are going to override it when update memories runs. Then it's going to update the system message. And we append it to the conversation history, the original system message, and then we load the previous memories if available. So you can actually, if I break out of this and run it, it picks up from the previous memories. It should anyway. Let's ask, what is my name? Hopefully this works. Your name is Echo, yeah. So it does work because it does pick up the original conversation and the memories. So it automatically adds it to the system message by loading it, adding it. If not, then the previous memories are empty. And here we get the user input, append that to the conversation history, send a message, append the assistance message back to the conversation history. We trim the history. Here I am trimming it to 1. That's why we are seeing the users only a single user assistant pair. This is just to test it out, but it works well. I can actually say, tell me about myself, for example. And here we get a little quick summary of who we are or what the LLM has learned so far. Here called after trimming, save the conversation history so we can see it in this JSON file. And now with threading that thread, we run the update memories function with these arguments, copy of the conversation history plus the system message, and that's it. In the memory layer, we have this extract memories function, which is going to take in a conversation history and previous memories if there is any. And this is it. It's just a single function which you can import and use in your applications. We load the previous memories from a file if there is any. Load it. Prepare the system message to instruct the model. So your helpful assistant extract every relevant information from the conversation history provided. You can update previous memories. The way I'm doing this is to rewrite the entire memory from scratch, since it's being done in a separate thread. Although it may take a moment, it's not going to block the conversation flow. This can be done better with the queue system and whatnot, but feel free to modify it. Here we are giving it the previous memories, and then we ask it to return this JSON memory name and explanation of memory, as many as needed. If I were to, for example, say change the number to 47, for example, you see it updated here. The user likes the number 47, so it is able to update the memories. Here we create the system message for this memory generator. Add the conversation history to it. We are using GPT-4o Mini, which does pretty well. Yeah, I guess we could have used. Okay, we are not actually even using JSON mode, but this actually returned a proper JSON object every time. When we receive it, well, actually, we just get the memories and save it to a JSON file anyway. I guess maybe that's why it's actually in text. If we were to response format type JSON, and then if we JSON.load it, loads it. Now, perhaps let's try it again. Delete it. And sorry to do this right when I'm making the video, but my lucky number is 42. Now it should hopefully, yeah, okay. So this is much better. Actually, we get a proper JSON object. I guess I had forgotten it. So I just added the response format and load it, and I save it to previous memory. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you like my video, please do check out my website where you can find all my videos for free. They're all about how to build LLM-powered applications. And if you become a patron, you'll be able to download the source code to any of my projects. Simply click on the one that you're interested in, and it will take you to Patreon. If you become a patron, then you'll also have access to my courses, the most useful one being the 1000x Masterclass in which real applications in real time. So each one of these projects, the zip file includes all the project files for that particular project, intelligence, and the video of building it. So this is very useful. My patrons really love it. This is available to Connoisseur Plus level patrons. And I also have weekly AMA and live coding Architect Plus patrons, usually on Sundays. I may not actually have it this week because since we have the 2 hour live coding tomorrow for all patrons. Like I said, the link for that will be in the description. And I also try to find discounts for my patrons. I call them the patron perks. The first one is from Boring Lounge. They're offering a $70 discount for my architect patrons and $40 for my connoisseur patrons. Boring Lounge. You'll actually submit your SaaS app or your web app to 100 plus platforms. So they're pretty cool. Just check them out. They are offering a discount for my patrons, like I said. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.